It's the second week of our Swiss special and we're looking at one of my favourite resorts, Laax, this week. It's well known as one of the best freestyle resorts in the world. It's been voted multiple times the best freestyle resort in the world. It has 7 snow parks and it hosts the Laax Open, biggest freestyle competition in Europe. But what's less well known is that when it's twinned with Flims and Fallera, with all of its links, it becomes the biggest ski area in Switzerland. And that means it has a huge variety of terrain. You've got a glacier up high, it gets loads of snow, great tree skiing, and it gets a lot of sunny days. But it also means that you've got loads of options in terms of accommodation. Flims is a big town, so you get all of the amenities that go with that. Laax is split up into 7 smaller villages, I think, so you get loads of different little quaint, charming villages, much more of an alpine vibe, and then Fallera's a little bit lower and a little bit cheaper. So there's plenty of places to find deals. There's also, we've got friends who use the campsite at the bottom of the hill, so if you've got a camper van, you can go there and do it properly on the cheap. In terms of getting there, then you've got Zurich Airport is probably the closest one, and it's got great train links to Chur. You've also got Friedrichshafen, slightly harder on the transfer links, but it still works. You can also train all the way in. That hub in Chur, though, means that you've got a bit of a transfer if you're on public transport, so you might not want to bring your own gear. If that's the case, as always, there's the Intersport rental code in the text. You can use MSST, Money Saving Snow Tips, as the code, and you'll get a decent discount on all of your rental gear. Rome to Rio are a great website to check out for all of your options. I really like it because they'll put the most environmentally friendly options at the top, the train, and then the plane down at the bottom. And that's particularly poignant when it comes to Laax because they've got the Green Style initiative. You can go to Laax and know that they're doing everything they can to reduce their carbon footprint and the waste that they produce. In terms of accommodation, Laax does appear to be a younger person's resort. You've got the hostel up on the mountain, which they've just refurbished. It's incredible. It looks like a rebel base out of The Empire Strikes Back. It's been completely repainted. A quadruple room goes for £141, so very, very reasonable. And you've got access to all of the après decks in the evening. You can still go to bed early, and then you're up the mountain and you get fresh tracks before anyone else. Down in the Laax central area, you've got the Riders Hotel. Used to be the Riders Palace, a huge nightclub with some proper boutique accommodation above it. It was probably the closest thing you'd find to Fabric on snow. It's calmed down a little bit now, but it's still catering for the younger audience. £187 for a double, I think. Airbnb is still very cheap. I found 2-bedroom apartments for £35 on some special nights. Booking.com are also really good. But it's not all about the kids either. I go there, it's with my family, 2 kids, and it's one of my favourite resorts, mainly because Laax Mertscheg, the village at the bottom of the slope, is car free. So you go down, the kids can roam free. You've got the Freestyle Academy down there, and you've got great swimming pool and wellness under the Signina. If you're not so interested in doing it super cheap, there's a kind of affordable luxe option where there's a chartered plane that drops off in Laax and Davos, and the accommodation and lift pass are included. It's £1,500 all in, so not that cheap, but if you're going luxury, it's actually quite reasonable. Check it out. As always, everything I've talked about, details are in the text, and please offer me any hacks that you've got for Laax, Flims or Fallera. I'm desperate to hear them. And if you want to join me, I'll be there first week of April for the British Snowboarding and Free Skiing Championships. Hopefully see you there.